To all fanatic of perpetual motion machine, per MoMA. Concept 4. There is liquid in upper container 1, goes down to container number 2, lower container, passing a pipeline. Inside the pipeline, there is a vertical turbine. The vertical turbine rotates because of the flow of liquid, and it will generate electricity. The flow of liquid from 1 to 2 and passing the pipeline and impacting the vertical turbine is like a hydroelectric dam. This is the dam. Passing here, there is a turbine exiting here. There are also types of vertical turbine. This one, among others, this one.
Well, let's release the water and show y'all it working. It charges batteries. The battery.
Credit to the owner of the photos and the video. The vertical turbine is very important because it supplies electricity to the water pump and the electric motor. The generated electricity will travel to the battery and to the water pump. Here also, to the battery and to the electric motor. Let us go to container number 2, the lower container. There is liquid here. The liquid here should be transferred back here so that it will replenish the liquid here, and then it will go to the process of going to the pipeline and back to number 2. The liquid here is transferred by the water pump. As stated earlier, the electricity of the water pump is supplied by the vertical turbine. Samples of water pump. I do not know how much electricity is needed there. Also this one, very huge. Also this one, 18,000 gallons per minute. I do not know how many electricity it needs. Let us go to number 6, electric motor. Just like the water pump, the electricity is supplied by the vertical turbine. Here to the battery and to the electric turbine. The purpose of the electric motor. The purpose of the electric motor is to generate electricity for the community, to other persons or businesses. It is different from the electricity generated by the vertical turbine, is that it only supply electricity to the water pump and to the electric motor. This is a sample of the electric motor. Very huge. This one also very huge. I do not know how much electricity is needed here. To summarize, the liquid in 1 goes down to 2, passing a pipeline, and inside the pipeline there is a vertical turbine. The vertical turbine rotates because of the flowing liquid. It generates electricity to supply water pump and the electric motor. The liquid in number 2 will be transferred back to 1 using the water pump. And the process is repeated itself, self-sustaining. The issue or concern here is the vertical turbine. If this vertical turbine can sufficiently provide electricity to the water pump and the electric motor. Some suggested that the design should be changed in order to accommodate more electric turbine. Vertical turbine, there will be more plurality of vertical turbine so that the supply will be sufficient to the 5 and 6. Some also suggested that a solar panel should also be involved to supply electricity. If this vertical turbine cannot supply sufficient electricity to the water pump and the electric motor, this concept will not be viable. So that is the concept for method for use. Concept 3. The functionality is just the same with concept number 4. Only that in concept number 3, instead of using the water pump, it uses the Ferris wheel with container and a robotic arm. The robotic arm, the electricity is supplied by the vertical turbine also. Vertical turbine. The container will take water here in this lower container. It will be transported by the rotation of the Ferris wheel and drop back here in container number 1. In order to ensure rotation of the Ferris wheel, the robotic arms will assist the rotation. Here, this is the density of liquid. As you can see, there are many containers here and there are lesser here. The tendency is because this is heavier density, it will pull the direction of the Ferris wheel is here. It will pull here because this is a lighter density. Plus the assistance of the robotic arms, it will certainly rotate. Instead of electric motor, the rotating shaft of the Ferris wheel, this one, letter B, rotates and this will generate electricity. Just like a wind turbine. This is the wind turbine. This is the rotor. It rotates and this is the rotating shaft. It will rotate the generator and generate electricity. This rotating shaft is the same as the rotating shaft mentioned. This letter B, the rotating shaft, is the same as that of the wind turbines. So the question remains, is this a perpetual motion machine or not? Credit to the pictures and photos presented to the owner.